The end of Earth did not arrive with noise. There were no sirens, no final speeches, no grand warnings scrolling across the sky. It came quietly, like a system shutting down after running for too long. The oceans stilled, the winds slowed. Even the stars, it seemed, dimmed just a little. And on that day, they arrived. They called them Paragons. No one saw them descend. No ships split the sky. No portals cracked open in spectacle. They simply were, blended into the world as if they had always belonged. A man leaning against a tea stall, a woman watching traffic from a balcony, a child sitting alone on a broken compound wall. 5 of them in total. Each carried the same object, a device shaped like a gun, but too smooth, too precise to be anything human. It did not fire bullets, it measured worth, credits. Everything cost something. Opening a portal, 30,000 credits. Healing a wound, 40 credits. Saving a life, variable. Changing history, unthinkable. They were not gods, they were accountants of existence. The anomaly happened within hours. 3 of them, designated observers for high complexity civilizations, attempted a localized scan. Something went wrong. Or perhaps something went right, depending on how you looked at it. Time slipped. They traveled 4,000 years back into the past, and the 3 were gone. They reappeared in silence. No alarms, no warnings. Just a shift. The air was different. Thicker, warmer, untouched. There were no buildings, no roads, no distant hum of machines. Only land, only sky, only time, stretching endlessly backward. 4,000 years. They adapted quickly. They had to. Paragons did not age, but that did not make them invisible. Humans noticed patterns. Questions followed. So they learned to speak less, to move slowly, to live small. The first miracle was an accident. A child had fallen into a river. The current was strong, too strong. One of them, designation Kale, reacted. The device hummed, minus 32 credits. The water bent just enough. The child lived. That night, the villagers whispered, the man who saved the child, the one who stood still while the river listened. They called him something ancient, something sacred. Kale stopped using the device after that. The others disagreed. Ira believed in efficiency. She said, "We are not here to participate, we are here to survive." Seth said nothing, but he watched the humans longer than necessary. Years became centuries. Centuries became routine. They moved across lands as time reshaped them, from fire-lit settlements to rising kingdoms, from kings to wars, from swords to silence. Each era demanded choices. Each choice cost credits. A village burning, 480 credits. A plague spreading, 1,200 credits. A man begging for his wife's life. Pause. Calculation. Refusal. Ira once again expressed, "You're becoming one of them." Sade did not respond, but later that night he used 60 credits to ease the woman's pain as she died. Not to save her, just to make it easier. The first time Seth stayed too long in one place, it was because of her. Her name changed across centuries, but her presence didn't. Or maybe it was always someone new, someone who reminded him of the first, someone who laughed the same way, someone who asked questions he couldn't answer. Why do you look the same every year? Why don't you get sick? Why do you always leave? Seth, because I don't belong here, because I will outlive you, because staying hurts more than leaving. And yet, on the final day, as the last light of Earth quietly faded, the Paragons gathered, not in celebration, not in farewell. They stood in silence, 5 shadows against a dying world, waiting, waiting for the new one, the one who would take a place among them. The toll had been paid, 30,000 credits. A curious soul from this very civilization stepped forward, wide eyed, chosen. One by one, the others activated their devices. Portals whispered open like quiet breaths, and they departed, returning home. All except one. Seth remained. He had chosen to stay behind, to end with the earth he had secretly grown to love. Every river he had bent, every life he had quietly touched, every smile that reminded him of her across 4,000 years. All those memories had become heavier than any credit. So he sent another in his place, a new paragon to carry the burden of watching. And Seth, he simply stayed. This has been The One Who Stayed. Thank you for listening.